Okay, so we've been long and behold waiting for this hit and run accident. So while I'm waiting to go to work, since I don't go to work till 5 and it's 3:03 right now because I just got off at my other job, the library, so I had to come here early because if I would have went home, I would have ran into rush hour traffic and everything. But let's get started on this story time. Wait, no. So before I jump into this video, I just want you guys to subscribe, hit the subscribe button down here, hit the subscribe button and then the bell that's next to my name so that you can be notified when I post new videos. So as you can tell from the title of this video, it's going to be about my hit and run accident. So I'm going to try to keep it not as long but somewhat detailed about what happened. So I picked that just do it in my car since it's a hit and run and it's talking about my hit and run accident, and I'm kind of near the highway, so that's why you'll hear like a lot of cars because I'm like at this store plaza in Wayne, PA. So yeah, let's get started. I wrote it in a book, so just so I won't forget. So I'm gonna read it. So from what I remember, I know it's around homecoming time, and for homecoming, I was doing like rides for people. Like I would drive places and either drop them off or pick them up, or for money, like for gas money and stuff, or even just money from my pocket because I might have gas in my pocket, like I might have gas in my car already. So one day, I think it was two girls. They're from Pittsburgh originally. So Lake University is in Oxford, PA. So Oxford, PA is in Pennsylvania, but it's far away from Pittsburgh, but it's close to Philadelphia, where I'm from. So they had asked me if I can drive to Temple University to pick up one of their friends, and they would give me gas money. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing nothing. Mind you, this is around homecoming, so I don't really go out for homecoming to like any plots or anything during the daytime. I just wait until the nighttime to go into the party. So it was probably, they text me like 12, and I was like, okay, yeah, I should be done class like probably 3 or 4, I think. And then there was like, so we had left Lincoln University, and we had took the road from Lincoln towards like when you go towards like Philadelphia, towards Philadelphia. So when you go from Lincoln University, I forgot what that road is called, but usually right there, if you speed, you will get pulled over really fast and get a speeding ticket. So right there, I was trying really hard not to speed or anything because I had got a speeding ticket before while driving, while I was commuter. Once we got to I-95, it was like 5 p.m. So you know, like 3, or maybe, yeah, from like 3 to like 6:37, it's like rush hour time. Around 6:30 is when it's like probably start to die down. So at 5 p.m. when I hit I-95, it was like kind of bumper to bumper, but it was still a steady flow. Like it was still going, it was still moving. So we got on there, and once it's like you know the highways, when you get on, when you come from a different exit and you come on, you gotta merge on into the lane. So as I was merging on into the lane, this car that was in front of me wasn't really trying to let me on, so I had to brake and like wait for them to go. Then the car behind them was like speeding, so I was like, I have to go out because all the cars beeping at me, like I don't know what to do. So I just went out, and then the car in front of me that didn't want me to come out, he braked so fast. Like as I was coming out, I had to brake, but as I was coming out, I seen the middle lane, the center lane didn't have like any cars right there. I checked out the perimeter of the gap that I had, like to see how much I had between my car and the car behind me, to make sure I didn't blindside them or anything. When I drive, I have to pay attention because I hate people get over in my lane and then they cut me off. So I was trying not to do that at all. Like this car was at a good distance, probably like back here. So my car is coming, I'm trying to merge over to the middle lane, and this car all of a sudden sped up. So I had to like stop my car, like shit, and then I ended up hitting the car in front of me that I was trying to avoid the hit in the beginning. And then I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I slammed on my brakes like really fast because I wasn't paying attention. Like for me, as I think about it now, I probably wasn't paying attention. Like I thought I was really paying attention, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was driving, and then like my ex, oh, I got some story times about me and him, but my ex, he was texting me and we was having like a text argument. I don't even remember what it was about. And when I looked up, like, you know, you look down really fast, like I'm looking down, like, and then you look up and like, oh my god, that's how I was. I was like a deer in headlights, like, ah! So I tried to jerk, like, swerve the car, like, back into the lane. The car that was sped up had hit the passenger side of my car, like, to this day, the passenger side of my the mirrors that's on the outside of the car, it's taped up because it's really back, like, messed up. The one on the driver's side had came all the way off, and we had to get that one replaced because it controls how my door opens for the Volkswagen Jetta. And from the mirror that was on this side, it had hit the back of the car. The front of my car got a dent in there. It's like, oh my gosh, I was just messing up the car. So I started to panic, and not to mention my cell phone died during the text argument. Because I was texting the argument, my cell phone had died, and I left my charger on campus because I was like, it's not going to take that long. Simple isn't that far. I'm going to go here and then come right back, and I'll be back on time. So what I had did was, usually on the I-95, you can merge over to your right, like the last right lane, because it's 3 lanes. You can merge over to like the shoulder, and you can pull over and wait for the car. So I pulled over there, and I was waiting, and the 3 other girls, they were like, we don't see any car, we don't see no car pulled over, we don't see anything. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So my other option was just continue going where I'm going, and then when I charge my phone, I can finally call someone or handle the situation. But instead of me telling my mom like right away what happened, I thought like I would have freaking came up with something and like waited until it died down a little bit to tell her, but I should have told her right away. The same as the video when I got in my fight, when I was like, tell your parents right away. Even though they be saying they don't want to know, they really want to know. So at like 9 p.m. I got back to campus, and I charged my phone, and like around 10:30, 11, my godmom had called me saying that the state troopers had came to her house looking for me. And if my mom knew, and of course me all dumb saying no. So she said I should tell my mom right before I could actually get a chance to even call my mom. As soon as she hung with me, she told my mom that state troopers came looking for me. So when I did call my mom had picked up. She was yelling at me and said, come home. And I was like, come home? Who come home? I'm not coming home. It's homecoming. I paid for this party concert, this ticket to party. I'm going with my friends. So I was like, no, I'm not coming home. And then I was like, I told the boy, my ex that I was talking to, I was like, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. Like, I just got an accident. My mom, she's yelling at me. And he was like, just try to like sit down in your room and ease it off. And I was like, no, I'm not sitting in my room. My mom knows where my room is. She said that she was coming up here because I don't want to come home. And I don't know how my mom began up to the school fast, but I hung up. And the next 15 minutes, she was on campus calling me like, where are you at? And then she said, give my stepdad Kareem the key. And then I got in a car with her. She was yelling at me. She was yelling at me. And I was just so, like, she was really, you know, when the state troopers come looking for you and knocking at your house, that's really a big deal. Like, now I was considered a hit and run victim. Well, not a victim. I was considered a hit and run person. And I had gave my ex my homecoming ticket. I was like, since you didn't buy your ticket yet, here's mine. And I had called like Student Government Association to see if he can pick up my ticket since it was under my name. And like I told him like what happened. I'm not going to be on campus. So he had gave it to him. And when I got home, like, I was so scared. My nerves was, I don't know, like, my nerves was so jumping. I could not sleep that night. Like, I couldn't sleep in the bed. I had laid on the floor. And when I was laying on the floor in my room, it felt like I kept hearing somebody knocking at the door. Even my phone, I was texting my ex. I had the phone on vibrate. And I was barely replying back to him. But I was, like, texting him. And he wasn't really texting back fast enough. So I would try to call him, and then he wasn't answering. So I was just, like, trying to figure out what was going on. And then, like, weeks later, I went to court to fight my ticket. And, like, try to fight the points that I would get on my ticket. Because, like, if you get 6 points, your license is suspended, I think, for 90 days or so. So my license was about to be suspended if I didn't go to court and try to testify it. I did a road rage class online to prove, like, I'm not an aggressive driver in the show. Like, I'm trying to work on it and do something. And my mom, because I was so freaking scared, my mom was like, you gotta handle this or you'll be in jail and blah blah blah. And I was just like, and the officer just told me in the court, he was like, just next time make sure I have my charge, or if I don't have my charge when I reach my location, just call the police officers, because you never want someone to report an accident and then you look like the problem of it. Because I was trying to tell him, like, what happened, and it was just so much. Also, no texting and driving. I don't care if you texting your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your cousin, the girl up the street, the boy down the street, around the corner. I don't care who you texting, but no texting and driving, because that's really a serious matter. Because you can really hurt someone, or you can really kill yourself with texting and driving. Always wear your seatbelts. Make sure your phone is charged at all times. And if you do have to, like, text, use Siri and tell her to text. Like, I can actually say, like, hey Siri on my phone, and then she would, like, load up and talk to me right now. And just, I don't know. Don't waste your time with people that you don't see your future with. That's all I can say, because I feel like we got into this argument and I got cheated on the same day. And that's another story time for another day, another time, and that will be coming up soon, because that story is juicy. But I just want to encourage you guys to be safe drivers, to always wear your seatbelts, don't text and drive, and just be responsible. Don't be like me. Like I always say, don't be like me. And thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. No, come grab the blue.